2, 3, go.
Okay, this is our second case study, and we're going to be going through the upper body exercises with you. And this is Lainey. She's a 45-year-old female. She came to us with pain into her left shoulder, elbow, wrist, as well as cervical. She had a lot of head cervical pain, stuff like that. So she, when she first started, of course, she wasn't even able to move her shoulder up without a lot of pain. She also had pain that radiated down into her wrists and hand and neck. So we first actually started on land with her and gave her all the exercises and things on land. But then when we started moving her to water was because really she wasn't like progressing with her shoulder as fast as we really wanted her to. So we said, well, why don't we try Aquatic? And that's when we put her in the water, she started noticing that things were getting better a lot faster. She was a lot happier. The pain levels were down. She actually was able to be a mom and be a housewife and do all the things that she wanted to do. So for her program, it consisted of all the upper body stuff. So what she's doing, just go ahead and start with open and close. Because I'm going to get my hands wet too. So we're going just open and close, up and down, up and down. She's got what we call our paddles. And so I like the paddles because that really gives them just a little bit of resistance under the water. And just go a little open, close for me. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Squeeze that shoulder blade again. So again, now she's working on the fluid dynamics, the turbulence in the water, right? Because it's not really buoyancy assisted because this one doesn't assist in what we want to have her do. And again, you notice I have her pretty deep because I want to utilize the properties of the water with her getting as deep as she can go and try to work on getting strength, range of motion, etc. So I'm going to come over to, Amy's got all the equipment. So for our buoyancy assisted stuff, I'll take this too. You can see she has the gloves on. Normally we don't use the gloves and the equipment. But you can see the difference. We have large dumbbells, small ones. So if we wanted to do buoyancy assisted, these would probably be the ones we wanted. But if we wanted to try to start her lightly, buoyancy resisted, then we would use the light ones underwater, right? But if that was even too much for her to do those, then we would just start with these are our level 1, and we just call them our water gloves. And what those do is just add a little bit of resistance in there. Yeah, just forward, back, side to side. We're going to open and close. You can do internal, external rotation. We call it clap in front, clap behind your back, And again, we can do this static or we can do this dynamic, right? How would we make it dynamic, right? We make them move, okay, right? So we've got the gloves, we've got the paddles that Lainey has, we've got the dumbbells for assisted or resisted work, and then we've got our top of the line, which are our aquatones. And Katie's going to demonstrate those. Just open and close. There we got it. And you can see now when we talk about turbulence and linear movements, here you got it. She's dispersing a lot of water in a different range of motion. Let's do a little bit of rows, forward and back. Yes, there we go. And now she's having to stabilize in the water. Yep, she's having to really work. It's a good way to really work the body. Okay? So we're going to move back over to Lainey. Come on over, back against the wall. I'll take the paddles and back against the wall. And so we're just going to go up overhead. So this is our long bar. This is a lot of buoyancy, but we're going to start working on, she's like, so squat down a little bit, get your back against the wall, squeeze your shoulder blades. So again, we can do a little active assisted in the water, right? So, or if I'm like, wow, she's grimacing, that hurts a lot, what I'm going to do is take her and I'm just going to move her into a prone position, and I'm going to pull her. Bring your feet behind you. Just bring your feet behind you. Just float. There we go. So now I can take her and just move her and try to get her, right? Buoyancy assisted. So it's putting her in a nice position to help her shoulder. Okay, I'm going to turn around and take her back. Yep. And this also helps that, she's kind of comfortable in the water. It wouldn't have helped with Wanda, but it does help. And so then I can get her in and move her. Okay, so we've got gloves off. Let's do a little bit of manual work with her. Yay! Okay, so just want to kind of turn around back against the wall. You got the, it's way down there. So, and you got the cuffs here. And can you grab me the noodle? I want a little bigger noodle. Give her a little bit more. There you go. Okay. Okay, so this is our collar. Just put a collar around them. And what that does is really just kind of keeps the water out of their ears so that I can kind of talk to them, make them comfortable when they're floating on their back. All right, and now we're going to just have her sit back, float all the way back. Kinsey, you'll put some floats on her. Yeah, perfect. All righty. Floats. So it just makes her float. So in this position, we can actually do some manual therapy on her. So we can sit and just take one arm off, and I can get in and do this way. Just get in, kind of. So I can actually get in and do some work just right on her shoulder. Just get her in and move her shoulder, right? Now if I want to do a little bit more, I can also put her against the wall. Sorry, the big noodle's in the way. So we're just going here. Scoot that down just a little bit. I can get in, and I know you can't see my hands or anything just to really see what I'm doing, but I'm just really getting in and getting down and doing some scapular stuff for her. I'm just trying to get in and kind of move that shoulder a little bit. I can get in and kind of do some PNF on her in this position, kind of get in and work. And I know that noodle's in the way. I'm going to scoot this down just a little. Yes. Okay. And scoot down. And I can also work her neck. I can work her whole body in this position. As I call it, it's like three-dimensional, so I can actually do kind of a little bit of everything in this position for her to help with not only her shoulder, wrist, hand pain on what's going on, and also the rest of the stuff. And I can do cervical. So there's a lot of things that we can do, in the water, floating them on their back, trying to get in and work on the manual aspect, the hands-on part of helping get that joint moving again. Okay? Thank you.